Okay, we're here with Senior Stan Hyam, the runner for Bohemian Manor. Just coming off a tough workout today. Tell us about what you were doing today.
I was doing a critical threshold. I had a 4 mile, but I could only do two today because I ran a race a few days ago, and I was pretty hurt from that. And I just took an ice bath yesterday, so my legs are pretty in a raw state right now.
What was the race? Tell us how that went.
It was the Tour de France 5K in Wilmington. It was a really good race. The guys ahead of me that were from New Balance, and I got fourth place, but I was the first non-sponsored runner to finish the line. And the cool thing about it is Pizzoli told me to run my first mile as fast as I could. So I ran a 5:11, but it didn't feel that fast. So I just progressively picked it up and up and up, and I came down to like a 17:20 for the finish. So
And tell us about the course. What kind of course was it?
the course is kind of like a pancake right up the riverside, but then right at the end they threw this new surprise hill in there. And I didn't see it coming because I was following these guys, and out of nowhere they took a left instead of a right, and I was like, this isn't last year's course. So I followed them up, and I was like, oh god, it's a hill. So I powered up the hill, I caught one guy, and I stayed in fourth the rest of the way.
And tell us about what were the conditions like, and is that what's that run for you? That time? How's that rank for you?
Well, it's a little bit off my PR. My PR is 17:10. I just ran that in the Peach Festival just a week ago. But the conditions where everything was perfect. I mean, it was a little hot and the sun was setting, so I kind of wish I brought glasses, but everything was perfect that day. It was an ideal day and really cool people out there, so it was a good day.
And tell us about this upcoming season. What are your goals and expectations for yourself and for the team?
Well, my goals for the team overall is I hope they continue to enjoy the love of running like I do, and I hope to build more of a friendship with the new people. And for my goals personally, I really want to get first in states, but I know I got to get Eric Barton and Luke Dignall, which they're both great runners. I saw Luke Dignall in the 2 mile at states, and Eric Barton, I've ran with him. He beat me out for states, so mad respect for those guys, but I'm out to get them, so best of luck.
And no more 5Ks right before a threshold run.
Oh yeah, no more 5Ks for the rest of the season, except the ones we got to run for the team.
And when's your first big meet for you guys?
Ooh, I don't know. I think it is not next week, but the week after. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember.
And so you coming off a flat course, roughly you're saying 17 minutes. What do you think you could run time-wise by the end of the season?
Now, well, like the end of the season, oh god, I kind of want to get to like the 16:30s. I hope. I really hope. 16:20 is the goal, but 16:30s is where I'd like to be.
And tell us about the people who left last year, like Ryan, who graduated. How do they affect you in your running career and this year?
Now, like Ryan and Nick and Jen Cleary, all those guys, oh man, they were huge inspirational people. I mean, they were dedicated runners. They'd come out every day, do what they did. And Jen, she was amazing, idol for Cecil County. And Nick Hanafy, he was like a father on the team. So I just followed all their rules and what they said, and I got inspired to run. That's why I'm still here, I believe, is because of them.
Well, hope to see you able to reach your goals this year, and good luck. And I hope your legs start feeling better over the weekend.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're here with Allison and Diana, the girls' captains for Bohemian Manor. Tell us a little bit about what you've done this summer to get prepared for this year.
Well, we both, along with a couple of the other people, came out every Thursday morning for CTs. And, I mean, we pretty much ran day in and day out, right with our schedule.
Yeah, every few weeks we'd have a time mile, so that would demonstrate how we were doing as the weeks progressed, and usually we got better as it went along.
So, how do you feel coming into the season? What do you think you might be able to do?
I feel pretty confident, actually. I know it's going to be a lot of hard work, but, I mean, we're pretty much willing to do whatever it takes, and as long as we do what Zilly tells us, we know we'll do good, so.
As Diana said, everyone has confidence in Pizzoli, and that gives us confidence in ourselves and the team. So as long as we do what he says and believe in ourselves, then we can do what we can.
Has anybody ever accused you of talking too loud?
Yeah, I'd say as a whole, we're known as being pretty loud and sometimes a little crazy, but I think that's what makes us better known.
And so you guys, obviously there's been a great legacy here. What does that mean to you, your senior year, with all the success the program has had in years past?
I mean, it means everything, because that just shows how hard we work and, like, how dedicated Bow Manor is as a team, and we just hope to continue it. I mean, we have a ton of good freshmen that came out this year, and I know as long as they, like, trust the training, then we could just keep going.
Um, I mean, as Diana said, it means so much. If we weren't as we were now when I came out as a freshman, then I know I wouldn't be as dedicated as I am now. So that had the greatest impact on me. And seeing these freshmen who are coming out so well and everyone else who's come back, who's improved over the summer, it gives everyone such the great boost of confidence that we can do well again this year.
So, looking to try to keep that streak alive. Coach was telling me earlier that it seemed it was a little bit of pressure last year. Is there less pressure this year going in than last year because the expectations are so high, or is it still the same?
I think there's probably still an amount of pressure because it just, I mean, we want to keep going. We want to do the best we can every year. And if we don't set high expectations for ourselves, then, I mean, we can't get anywhere. So
I'd say there's about the same amount of pressure. I don't think it'll ever change.
As long as you keep winning, right? Well, we hope.
yeah.
Right, we hope to see you keep the streak going and have success either way. Girls, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Okay, we're here with Chandler and Damien, soon to be possibly elected captains. Tell us what that means that you guys might be captains and the leadership role you have to take.
We're gonna have to. I don't really know how to answer. I guess we're gonna have to be more like a role model to the new freshmen coming up, and show them how it goes and stuff. Just go on good runs so they set a good example for them. So maybe they'll have a chance their senior year to win states.
It's going to be a lot of responsibility with, especially the new freshmen coming up in the next generation. You know, taking them out on runs and then showing them that we're going to need to do some runs by ourselves once in a while to show them that, you know, you're not always going to have somebody with you. So you have to get out there by yourself and mentally prepare and train yourself.
I was talking to Stan earlier, and he's saying, talking a little bit about the people that have come before you guys and how it affects you guys today and the responsibility that they had for you guys and the example they set. Talk to us a little bit about that, about the people that have come before you.
We, well, our freshman year, we didn't have the greatest captains with leadership, but my sophomore year, last year, we had two really good captains, so they helped guide us and, you know, take us from the old captains, which ways they tried to go, and with the stupid decisions and not taking everything seriously with running on distance days especially.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with him. The captains, they weren't very good role models when we were freshmen, so we kind of started off bad. But then coming up to our sophomore year, we had great captains, so they really showed us how it's supposed to go.
And coming into the season, what do you guys hope to do individually and as a team?
I'm just going to do my best and see what happens. Hopefully.
You know, just everyone else's goal, set some new PRs, be a good leader on the team, and just try my best.
What do you guys feel as a team your chances are at states?
Well, I think we're up there. You know, you can never say for sure, but there's going to be some good competition this year, definitely. So.
Same. You know, we have a lot of good people backing us up this year. You know, we have a pretty solid top 7, so we're most certainly contenders, but you never know with anything.
Now, would you be able to explain to us the background with your shirt that you're wearing?
My coach is an old man, and it took him like 3 days to notice, but a bunch of people were supposed to get them, and we were just going to start wearing them every day to practice. Like, each person was going to get 5 to wear a different day to practice. So we'll see how that goes towards the end of the year.
So only one of you're the only one so far?
So far, yeah. I'm
It
trying to be.
our feelings as a team.
But you guys, is that just to razz your coach, or do you guys don't really feel that way, right?
No, I like running. It can be painful at times. Sometimes it can't be fun, but you know, you got a good team that makes it fun, and it's always worth the award. Definitely.
So hopefully we can see you guys get the reward for all the pain and effort that you guys put in the summer and the season coming up, and look forward to seeing what you can do this year. Thanks a lot, guys. Okay, we're here with Coach Bazzuli of Bow Manor. Tell us, Coach, what'd you do today and how things are going so far?
Today was a threshold workout for the kids, so the last mile optional, so 2, 3, up to 4 miles they could do depending on their grade and age. But threshold workout, standard stuff for this point of the season.
How are they looking so far? Anybody surprise you so far, or anybody standing out?
Well, they always surprise me when they come back when I see how good a shape they're in. But normally it's the freshmen that do the surprising at this point of the season. We had one freshman that really stood out. Actually, all our freshmen are way ahead of where we normally have freshmen. But we had one freshman dip under 5 minutes in a mile, which is kind of a big deal.
Talk a little bit about the program here that you've built over the years and the success you've had, and how did you make that happen, and how have you been able to keep it going?
I always talk to people about good leadership at the beginning. We had seniors that did everything was asked of them, kind of bled down. I mean, this is year number 8, so kind of surprised at the success we had. I don't know if I could take tons of credit for it. When you see, I think the culture of the school is very hardworking. I think these kids, whether it's the area that we live in, I mean, they're just not bashful of hard work. So when I tell them what's expected of them, as long as I'm honest with them, they go out there and perform, and it just seems like it's kind of caught fire.
And what do you think it is that is able to get a youngster, a teenager, freshman to come out for something so challenging and takes a lot of effort like cross country?
Well, at first it was a really tough sell. You know, I mean, it's hard to tell a kid to not do a sport that gets lots of attention to come out and do ours. But we got a really good group of kids there back in 2007, 2008. They kind of started the spark. You start hanging banners. It's just started to look more and more impressive. Now we have our biggest group of freshmen out, and I think when they walk in the gym and see banners hanging all over the place for stuff, I think that's kind of about as much recruiting as I need.
What's the outlook for the season? What are you guys hoping to do? Your goal?
Well, our boys are very tough to beat. I mean, we returned quite a few from last year's team. Missing Ryan Farr, of course, but with the talent that we have and the depth, I mean, we had a boy move in that's probably top 15 in the state right now, so that just adds to our depth. We had a boy ineligible last year, so that adds to our depth from last year's team. So I think our boys' team, very, very tough to beat in 1A. The girls, missing 3 seniors that have been here for so long. How do you replace that? And then, of course, we had a girl coming in as a junior that would have been our second girl that decided that it wasn't for her this season. So we'll see what we get. You can never predict freshmen, but Diana Curtis, very, very good front runner. Allison Billmeyer, good number 2. Marissa, number 3. And then after that, time will tell.
Who would you say is your biggest clown on the team, the funniest guy on the team?
I don't know. That's like toss a coin. It's Chandler or Puzo, the other 2 goofballs you're interviewing. They're nonstop. I can't even go into stories of them.
Not for public discussion.
No, I think there are some teachers that would like you to interview them because maybe they could get something out about them. But yeah, no, I'm all right.
Well, we look forward to seeing what you guys can do this season and keep the program rolling. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.